and a million viewers. This is MAE Dueta from BSN, a third-year student in Latin Normal University. Under the franchising subject, here is my blindfold video and without blindfold video recitation. It start with the contract agreement without blindfold. Franchise agreement. This agreement is made September 1, 2021 between Marjan Corporation, the register office of which is hereinafter called the purchase of this first part, and of Diana MAE DUETA, hereafter called the franchisee of the second part, whereas the franchisor has spent time, money, and effort in obtaining and developing knowledge of and expertise to know how in 7-Eleven hereinafter called the services. The business of providing and marketing the services hereafter called the business. The equipment from time to time required by franchisee for use the business is hereafter now is agreed as follow. First right granted, the franchisor grants to the franchisee during the period of this agreement and subject to the terms and conditions hereof the rights to carry on the business in accordance with this agreement from the premises to utilize the know-how and to use the marks. Second term, subject as herein appears, this agreement shall be for a period of years commencing. Third, renewal. If the franchisee give written notice of his desire to renew the agreement. Fourth, franchisor obligation. Assist the franchisee to establish and efficiently operate the business from the premises and to provide him with a manual, the copyright in which shall all times remain the property of the franchisor. Fifth, franchisee's obligation concerning the marks. The franchisor authorized the franchisee to use the marks solely for the purpose of promoting the business, and any usage will be in accordance with the reasonable directions of the franchisor. 6. The franchisee's obligation concerning the equipment. The franchisee agrees order that protect the franchisor intellectual property rights and maintain the common identity and the reputation of the network to comply with quality specification laid down of the equipment. 7. Franchisee's generation obligation. In order to maintain the uniform high school standard of the service and to protect the franchisor intellectual property rights and maintain the common identity and reputation of the franchise network, the franchisor by agrees. Current business premises, the franchisee's general obligation. Current business premises commencement hours, diligence, personnel, staff training, access to staff, customer, franchise requirements, insurance, notice of status, indemnity. 8. The franchisee's financial obligation. The franchise shall pay to the franchisee the following sum. 10. Franchisee's account. The franchisee shall maintain proper books of accounts relating to the business and shall employ a chartered certified account to prepare annual account for the business, and the franchisee shall supply the franchise within 30 days after the end of each financial year with an audited certificate as to the franchisee's gross turnover during such period calculated in order with this agreement. Within 90 days after the end of each financial year with a certified copy of the audited profit and loss accounts and balance sheet. 11. Audit. The franchisor or its auditor or authorized representative shall be entitled to inspect and audit the books of accounts and all supporting documents of the franchisee relating to the franchisee's business at any time in respect of the whole or any part of the period of this agreement. 12. The sale of the business. The franchisee may not assign or delegate his franchise or any other right or obligation under this agreement, but may sell his business with the prior written consent of the franchisor and subject the condition listed. 13. The death of the franchisee. In the event of the franchisee dying during the period of this agreement, and if a replacement franchisee nominated and retained by the personal representative of of the franchisee and who is acceptable to the franchisor as set out in clause above in terms and writing undertaking. 14. Termination. The franchisor may terminate this agreement forthwith by notice in writing to the franchise. 15. Post-termination provision. The franchisor shall forthwith return to the franchisor all stationery and sign bearing the marks then in its possession whether or not supplied by the franchisor. Make any use of the marks purposed to be a franchisee of or otherwise associated with the franchisor. Use any recommendation or reference provided as a result of this work as franchisee. The copyright and all other rights in the text of the manual, photographs, all other documents supplied by the franchisor, and all secret or confidential information contained therein the property of the franchisor and franchisee. 17. Inter-agreement. This agreement and the manual express the inter-agreement between the parties hereto which supersedes any other negotiation or agreements on the subject matter hereof. And the 18. Waiver. The failure of the franchisor to exercise any power given to it herein under or to insist upon strict compliance by the franchisee with any obligation hereunder and no custom or practice of the parties shall constitute any waiver of any of the franchisor rights under this agreement. 19. Severability. If any item or provisional contained on this agreement or any part thereof shall be declared or become unenforceable, invalid, or illegal for any reason whatsoever, including but not detracting from the generality of the foregoing decision by the whatsoever, including but not detracting from generality competing dismissed European courts and act of Parliament. 20. Warranties. The franchise shall make no statement representative or claims and shall give no warranties to any customer or potential customer in respect of this business, save such as may have been specifically authorized by the franchisor, such authority to be given either in writing or manual in force at the relevant time. 21. Improvement. The franchise shall use reasonable endeavors to conceive and develop new and improvement methods of carrying out of services and improvement in the apparatus, operating procedure, and other addition modifying to the service. 22. Force majeure. This agreement shall be suspended during the period and the extended of such period that the franchisor reasonable believes any party to this agreement is prevented or hindered from complying with its obligation under any part of it, any by cause beyond its reasonable control, including but not restricted to strike, war, civil disorder, and natural disaster. All money due to the franchisor shall be paid immediately. The franchisee shall immediately cease trading until further notice from the franchisor to the arbitration if any dispute shall arise between the parties hereto concerning the construction, interpretation, or application of any provision of this agreement, whether during continuance of this agreement, after the termination thereof, by whatever cause such dispute shall be referred to the abbreviation of a single arbitration to be appointed by the President for the time being the law society. 24. Definition. Masculine includes the feminine and the singular, the plural, and the vice versa, an obligation undertaken by more than a single person, including a company or firm, are joint and separate obligation. 25. Notice. Any notice required be given for the purpose of this agreement. Self-evaluation. To be able to know your personality and to observe, analyzing and improving one's own action results. Also serve to increase commitment to goal or setting, achievement, and competency development and career planning. Second, pick a franchise consultant to assist you optional. franchise consultant always keep in touch with the people they place in business to find out about the experience with the brand. Third, research to familiarize the area and be able to narrow the investigation of the profit and access all the necessary data. Fourth, attend discovery day to discover new ideas and to allow franchisor and prospective franchises the chance to meet and get to know each other. Fifth, speak to other franchises to know the different stage of a franchise cycle and understand the business better than almost anyone else could talk. Sixth, find a suitable location. Good location decision can significantly boost a company's long-term performance. Location plays a huge role in attracting and retaining the best employees in order to optimize work-life balance. 7. Choose a franchise and secure funding. The primary reason most entrepreneurs turn to franchising is that it allows them to expand without the risk of debt or the cost of equity. 8. Sign the agreement. It is intended to safeguard all parties. Signing agreements is a good document to evidentiary value. 9. Obtain all necessary permits and insurance. Your permit allows the code to official to reduce potential hazard of use of unsafe, provide for public health, safety and welfare. 10. Hire staff and attend training. Hiring staff to improve employees' moral and mental health. Bring new ideas to company. Training boosts a feeling of value. Employees, in turn, they're more likely to enjoy their work and remain in your organization for longer. 11. Open your franchise business. A soft opening is designed to smooth out problems with the operational of the business before the big blast, and hopefully larger crowds that will come with the grand opening.